Texoma. I am your host, the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host as now always.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite your favorite wrestler's favorite DJ. I almost said your favorite DJ's favorite wrestler.
I was going to say, I was just trying to make sure what kind of can that was, because my other host.
I'm not wrestling yet. Yeah. So.
But tonight was Texoma Pro Wrestling's Hot August Fights, and tonight was an incredible show, to be perfectly honest. We saw a couple of championship matches that were intense, to say the least.
Yeah, every match on the show tonight was just a rip-roar, or as Dimitri would say, a banger. Bangers only tonight.
Bangers only.
And, man, we started it out with a handicap match, believe it or not. We had, if you would say, I guess, an invasion tonight from the CYN guys.
Well,
our opening match, we had two of the CYN guys against our resident Bionic Beast, Franco
That's right.
D'Angelo.
We had Tino Valentino and Leo Fox taking on Franco D'Angelo. I'd have to say, since they were going up against Franco D'Angelo, would you say that it was a handicap match against Tino and Fox?
Oh, I know, right? Franco makes up like three guys.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And it was just, this match was hard-hitting. It was deadly and dangerous for these guys, because Franco D'Angelo, not a nice person to go up against. And if you tick him off, it's even worse. And I think they ticked him off tonight, picking up the win.
Oh, yeah, they did actually get the win, believe it or not, right at the end there. But Franco had the last laugh, leaving both of them laying, and Leo had to carry Tino out of the ring. So
it was a very touching moment between those two. So it's like it actually worked out pretty well.
All right. And match 2 of the night, man, we had, I guess, kind of the old guard against the new guard here at Texoma.
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody that really turned some heads the last couple of months. Mm-hmm. And Malik Mayfield against one of the pillars of Texoma Pro and Tigo Sika.
Oh, yeah. Tigo Sika taking on Malik Mayfield. This match, honestly, one of the most incredible things about it was both these men showed that you cannot always judge a book by its cover, because both of these guys did stuff that you don't think that the guys like them could do.
Nope, and at one point it was almost like they were mirroring each other. I was talking on commentary. Remember that Bruce Willis movie where he had to go back in time and fight himself? It was almost like that. It was like an episode of Looper in the ring tonight.
Yeah, no,
great match.
It really did have kind of that feel to it.
And Malik actually coming out with the win.
Yeah, no, and that was actually really impressive simply on its own. And then, while that was impressive, I'd have to say the next match was really, truly, almost divinely impressive.
Speaking of impressive, yeah, we had EC3 here today doing a seminar and scouting out for Control Your Narrative, and he had a match against one of Texoma's greatest ever to do it.
Let's not mince words. One of Texas's greatest ever in JD Griffey.
And he gave him everything that he bargained for, man. What a match that was.
No, you will hear J.D. Griffey referred to by a lot of names, and he deserves each and every one of them, depending on who you talk to. And tonight he proved he may not have picked up the win against EC3, but he definitely proved he can hang with the big dogs. And EC3 even recognized that, inviting him to join Control Your Narrative during their Texas tour.
Yeah, you got to add on to the Texas loop. So let's see what Griffey 3 Stacks can do with CYN, man. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Match 4, right out of the break, we had, for the first time ever in August, we had Tommy Prince against Exodus Prime. These guys had wrestled each other 6 times beforehand. The record was 4-2.
Oh, wow. It's unfortunately it looks like the record's going to be
5-2 now.
Yeah, it's going to stay in Exodus Prime's favor here, because even though this was a hard fight, I mean, obviously having wrestled each other so many times, both Tommy Prince and Exodus Prime, basically they know each other really well at this point.
And you had someone in Tommy who's on a winning streak against somebody in Exodus who just lost his title. Great dynamic to the match, and they told a great story. Great match.
I totally agree with that. But Exodus Prime coming out with the win once again. And,
that beautiful finish he's been doing, the variation of the Angel's Wings, I've been calling it the prime example. It's just incredible. He can change the course of a match with one move.
Really, he can. It's just an incredible, beautiful thing to watch with him.
Our sub-main event was crazy, man.
Oh, yeah, no, a championship match for the Texoma Pro Championship?
No, the Red River Championship.
Red River Championship?
Yeah, Texoma Pro's Johnny Bedlam.
He's got so many, I can never remember which one's on the line.
Hey, speaking of the man himself here. Hey, it's the essential characters joining us. Yeah, there we go.
Got a new lid. What do you think?
Oh, it looks good, man. We were just talking about your match, EC3. EC3. What did Griffey show you tonight, man?
Griffey showed me a lot. He showed me heart. He showed me passion. He showed me intensity. He showed me all that. Blah, 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 blah. We always talk about when we talk about a good opponent. But what's important is he showed me he belongs. He belongs here. And I think he belongs in Control Your Narrative. We're going to find out 10-13 San Antonio. We're going to find out 10-14 Austin, Texas. We're going to find out 10-15 Houston, Texas. We're going to find out 10-16. You'll be there. You'll be there. Dallas, Fort Worth, right? All right.
What's it like seeing something like Control Your Narrative, something that started with an idea a couple years ago, turn into a touring company now? What's that like?
I'm still shocked. I have manifested a monster. I mean, think about it. With what? An idea, we've created a national promotion based on an idea and a movement and like minds and a passion and a drive to be the best versions of ourselves. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm impressed.
What's in store for us with the tour?
I mean, the tour, we're going to have, 23 dates? I mean, who else is doing 23 dates in a row like that? Nobody. Nobody's bold enough. Nobody's brave enough. Who can take that challenge? Me. Leader of men. But I don't want to be the king. I want to be the kingmaker. I want to find out what's next. And that's why with this tour, join the brands. Unite the brands. Initiation. Each and every town we go to, we're going to combine ourselves with like-minded individuals, independent companies, local talent. Who's next? So many times talent asks me, how do I get noticed? How do I become something? How do I get on the radar? And I've never had an answer. So I created it.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
That's
World-class interview. Oh, yeah.
Honestly, like you said, you start with an idea. Sometimes that's all it takes, and this seems to have been an incredible idea. And you coming here, choosing JD Griffey amongst all of the guys that were here, honestly, personally, I think that's really freaking cool. But I think a lot of people would agree with that.
It wasn't just JD Griffey. It was it's like the state of Texas. We had an initiative beforehand. It's kind of my seminar. It's my camp. It's my tryout. It's my mind. It's my psychoanalysis of talent. There's a lot going on here, and you guys should be very proud of it. So,
absolutely, definitely very proud of him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Jesus King.
I know, right? There you go. Down with Jesus. There we go. EC3, man.
Oh, yeah. No, that was pretty incredible to have him on here. Hey, I didn't actually mark out this time. That was
good job.
I would be proud of me.
The certified mark contained his markness.
But
so let's move on to what was it? Match 5.
We were talking about
Tim Storm and Shane Taylor.
Tim Storm, Shane Taylor, and honestly, this fight it almost seemed a little too much even for Shane Taylor because of course when you got the perfect storm in the ring. It's going to be hard to, stay on top of the pile.
I haven't seen anybody hit Shane Taylor the way that Tim Storm hit him since he's been back. I mean, we saw Shane Taylor get rocked out of the ring. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, Shane had to go with some underhanded tactics to get the win, but he did win. He retained that title.
Unfortunately,
I don't think that's the end of Shane Taylor and Tim Storm, though.
No, definitely not, especially with that. I mean, just like we started the night with a very touching tribute to
Pop Davis,
and your local legend, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And the disrespect Shane showed later on during that countout, bringing the bell just like the tribute earlier in the night.
Yeah.
Ooh, that definitely set off Tim Storm, and I can only imagine this is going to become something much bigger.
Yeah, well, until someone can stop him, Shane's going to keep up with all of it.
That's true. It does make you wonder if Tim Storm can't stop him, who can?
And then that takes us to our main event, the crowd favorite, Mr. Wobble against his best friend, Barrett Brown. What do you take away from this one?
You want to talk about emotional fights? This was truly emotional because this was Mr. Wobble's, best friend, his trainer, his mentor, the man who brought him back from the brink, basically challenging him for his greatest success in years here at Texoma Pro. And, he gave it everything he had and more. And it was just incredible to watch.
Back and forth and ending up with a double headbutt and Wobble falling onto his best friend for the 3 count.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the statement by Barrett, I didn't come here to win the title. I came here to bring out the best in you. What a match. What a statement from his best friend. And what a show.
Definitely. 50 caliber Barrett Brown. I mean, he's called Texas's trainer for a reason. And he showed it tonight why he is Texas's trainer, because he brought out the best in Wobble. And that is saying a lot.
Yes, sir.
So this was an incredible show, top to bottom, and honestly, as you heard, things are just going to keep getting more incredible here in Texas in general, but at Texoma Pro, I can only imagine what's going to happen next.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys catch us next week at Red River, back in Bedford, Texas, and then 2 weeks we'll be right back here at the Sherman Elks Lodge.
Oh, yeah.
Texoma Pro.
And next week we'll actually have Kyle with us because, he doesn't like to travel.
Shout out to Kyle.
Yeah. Well, either way, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow. Mark out.
Happy wrestling.